Year marks the last time Jim Nabors will sing Back Home Again in Indiana before the race. It's a tradition that goes back to 1972. This morning, fans had a special opportunity to talk with Jim and say thanks. RTV6 reporter Chris Profit is live at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with that. Chris?
Hey, Mark, you know, if you were to ask any of these people in the Fan Fest area, and there are a lot of people at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway today, who Jim Nabors is, of course, they all know. He's become synonymous with race day, and of course, with his rendition of Back Home Again in Indiana. And as you know by now, and as you said, this is his very last Indianapolis 500. Now, sports director Dave First joined the 83-year-old for a question and answer session with fans at the Pagoda Plaza this morning. He had a lot of fun, and it was a warm crowd and a warm reception, with fans asking Nabors about his yearly performance and how it began here. Well, Nabors went on to say that he first sang Back Home Again in Indiana in 1972 at the request of Speedway owner Tony Holman. He also told the crowd he thought he'd be singing the national anthem, only to learn 5 minutes before the race that it was Back Home Again, and he had to learn the lyrics, and he said he wrote them on his hand. Nabors was also asked who should replace him at the race. He said he thinks the crowd should sing the song and not just one performer. And then there was this important question.
What will you miss most about the Indianapolis 500?
Oh, I think, well, I miss y'all mostly, but I think I'll miss the kickoff is when all those engines crank up. Yeah. When Mary says, start your engines, you know, wow, okay. There's no sound like that in the world. It truly isn't.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun talking with fans. Of course, this is his last turn at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It is a big day. It's Carburation Day here at the track. And, of course, Sammy Hagar, another big attraction this afternoon. He takes the stage at 3:30. That goes to 5:30. The track closes at 6. But in between then, there is a lot going on here. Coming up a little bit later, Todd Clausen is out here. We also have Trackside 6 with Brad Brown. He'll lay out the entire afternoon for you coming up a little bit later. Mark?
It is a busy and exciting day. Thank you, Chris. We'll have more coverage from the track coming up in just a few minutes. As Chris mentioned, Todd Clausen joins us live from the Speedway with the race weekend forecast, and Brad Brown joins us for Trackside 6. And don't forget, RTV6 is your home for all of your race coverage. We've got you covered on race morning with breakfast at the Brickyard starting at 5 a.m. And that night, RTV6 is the only place to see the race.